Hi guys, it's Lisa Rose. For those of you that do not know me, I am the wife of Joe Rose, the mother of Destiny, Austin, and Trinity, the godmother of 5, a CCA, a Beachbody coach, and co-founder of Annapolis Valley Frugal Moms. But most of all, I have to say, guys, I am a huge lover of my life nowadays. So I had this awesome conversation tonight. So some of you that may know one of my best friends, his name is Joey Swiminer. You'll see him like my post every once in a while. And we had a kind of a conversation tonight. Today's been pretty crazy. I've been to NetGec for a yard sale, got some pretty awesome deals there. I have been on the road nonstop today. So because of that, the meals that I had planned didn't exactly stay fresh because my ice pack didn't stay as good as I'd wanted it to. So I ended up having to scrounge for some food. So any of you that are watching know Wolfville. And when you think Wolfville, you think diversity, Acadia students. And for me, sometimes I think healthier choices because there is, there's the farm market there, cuts, there's Indian food, there's all these different types of food there. So I walk into Cuts today, and I have to say, guys, I'm really disappointed. No fault of their own. They only know what they're taught. So there is a sandwich bar, and there's a salad bar, and then there's a smoothie bar. They're all kind of lined up there if anybody's ever been in there. It used to be the old Pete's. So I went up. Now I'm gluten intolerant, so I can't eat bread. And at this point, I don't think I would anyway if I could, because it's been so long since I ate it. And so what I normally do is if I go to a sandwich or a Subway, I'll just eat the insides, like the meat and the lettuce and stuff. So I asked the girl, it said turkey cranberry panini, which wouldn't matter anyway, I just got rid of the bread. And I said, is that processed turkey or is it real turkey? And she kind of looked at me, she's like, I don't know. She said, I'll be right back. So she went out back and asked the girl. It was processed turkey. Now, processed turkey means it used to be turkey and it went through all kinds of processing, salt, sugar, stuff added to it, cured it to make that turkey last even longer. So because of that, I try to avoid it because salt is my enemy. I can gain up to 20 pounds in a day from retaining water, which wreaks havoc on my feet, on my ankles. So I try to really limit my processed intake and sodium intake. So there was another one that it was called roasted chicken, and it looked like real chicken, y'all. I gotta tell you, like it looked like a piece of real chicken. And I asked the girl, I said, is this real chicken or processed chicken? She looked at me, she said, it's processed chicken. And I looked at her, she said, yeah, I know it looks real, but it's a little bit of chicken and the rest is soy. And I was like, oh my God, they even made it look like real chicken, but it was processed chicken. So I went down to the salad section, to which they already had gooped it in salad dressing. I don't even know what the calorie count, what the products used that was put in to make the salad, and it was just dripping with salad dressing. I don't like my salads like that. I like, what I tend to do is put a little bit of my dressing in front of my salad, and I dip my fork in and take a bite. It's a trick I learned on Weight Watchers so that you're not taking in too much salad dressing, and it's kind of stuck through the years. Anyway, so then I moved down. I said, no, I'm not going to have a salad either. So I went down to the smoothie section. So on this wall, there's this big wall section of smoothies. You can't get coconut milk, and the almond milk that she had was sweetened. It was vanilla flavored. So I was kind of hesitant. I did break down and get a blueberry, pineapple, vanilla something or other. But anyway, what I got. So that was about the only choice I really had on the road. So I called my best friend Joey, one of my best friends, and I said, my best friend Joey. Anybody that knows him, he was kind of a wild card back in the day, and then overnight he met this woman, and it changed everything about him. And he's very educated on health and nutrition. And I used to be like, he'd be like, Lise, you shouldn't eat that, or he calls me Lisa. You shouldn't eat that, you shouldn't do this. And I'm like, yeah. It's like your parent telling you not to do something. I'm like, yeah. Okay, Joey. So throughout time, Joey has tried to get me to listen to him about health and nutrition, and he would be making smoothies with hemp seed and all these other things, and I was just like, where did my sitting around the backyard and the campfire Joey go? And now I've got this health nut on my... Anyway, so I just, I kind of like heard him, but wasn't hearing him. So when I called him tonight, I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe I'm in Wolfville and I cannot find healthy, nutritious food anywhere in this town. Like, it's blowing my mind. Now, there is a Subway, but there was a lineup in Subway and I only had about 15 minutes before I had to get to my next place. So I was really trying, and I mean, like I said, I went to Cuts thinking I was going to find something healthy. So ironically enough, I told Joey this was part of our conversation. I said, you can get this huge, and I mean, there must have been 24, 30 pieces of spicy chicken filet, which is some chicken and some soy or whatever byproduct they put in to make it shaped all the same. Those were $4. For that roasted chicken that wasn't really chicken, but it had some chicken in it, that was $4.95. For my smoothie, for a small, was, I think it was another $4. So that just goes to show you guys, like, why I preach meal prep all the time. So I'm on the phone with Joey, and Joey says, Lisa, I've seen some of your videos, and, he said, I sit there some days and I go, oh my God, she gets it. She's finally getting it. Like, all these years of me trying to tell her, you need to stop eating this process and this and this and this. And he's like, you finally get it. So yes, Joey, I finally get it. And yes, I am a little more conscientious about what products I am buying. And, a lot of the books, and then I know, like, Savannah, I don't know if you're still on here or not, and I'm hoping you are, because I want to ask you, because you're in Alberta now, and there's a couple of other people that are throughout Canada, but do you sell a lot of grass-fed beef and chicken and stuff down there? Because every book I'm reading, it's telling you to eat and drink grass-fed milk or coconut milk mostly, but a lot of it's coming back like grass-fed butter and grass-fed beef and grass-fed chicken. Is this something? Like, when you go to Superstore, there's this tiny little section, and I mean tiny, and if you know what I'm talking about, this, like, it's not even a foot long, of this grass. I don't even know if it's grass-fed. I don't even know what it is. It's just a small organic-ish section. So, is this more a U.S. thing, guys, or is that a Canadian thing? Does anybody know? Because I really want to know the answer. Because, and Savannah, I'm hoping maybe you can enlighten me. Does Alberta, is that a big thing in Alberta, grass-fed stuff? Because it seems to be in every book. So I'm reading a book about paleo diet. I'm reading the Eat Fat, Get Thin book. The Whole30. All of those keep coming back to grass-fed butter and beef and chicken and free-range chickens. So I looked that up. A free-range chicken means that they have like a foot of space. In Canning, when you're driving over there, there's a house on the corner there that these chickens are running around all over the yard. To me, that's free-range chicken, but apparently this is a thing. Cage-free, free-range chickens, which when you look up the definition, they only have about a foot of space. So really, that's not much. So, back to what I was saying. So, in the conversation, my best friend actually was really impressed, and that kind of boosted me today because when people... Sorry, I'm just reading current. Means raised without chemicals and free range. It's worldwide, I believe. We have meat markets where you can... Really? You have meat markets down there, Savannah? I've heard of a place called Trader Joe's. A lot of the other Beachbody coaches talk about Trader Joe's, but I think, again, Trader Joe's is a U.S. thing, and that's mostly where they buy a lot of organic stuff. But for us, especially in the Valley, and Corinne, you could probably agree with this, is that we have farm markets, like, on every corner, so everything is, like, so close by. Now, I know things get sprayed with fertilizers and pesticides and blah, 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 but most of our stuff is pretty okay, natural, but this seems to be a big thing. And I I don't know. I think I'm going to do some more research and maybe pay more attention to that less than a foot space there in Superstore because, Corinne, have you ate any of it? Because you said you buy it. I'm not sure where you would get it. Because I know you can't get that at Cuts. Because if you look, Cuts is cheap miscut chicken that came from ACA. So, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to do more research in it, definitely. Because I don't even know where you can buy it around here. But apparently it's supposed to be like what we used to eat. And in the Eat Fat Get Thin, they say that meat actually helps you... that's right, because you have connections. That's why you have that. Tasha says that her grandparents' meat is the best ever. I've never had any of it. Reed's Meat Market in Gasbro should be grass-fed, I believe. Oh, well, I'm in Gasbro right now, but it'll be closed by the time I leave. But that's a good thing to know. I've never been there either. I didn't even know that existed. So I want to find more information on that, especially where we live, because that's one of the biggest things that they said, that so many things are chemically fed and fattened up quickly, so that they, like, if you look at a normal sized chicken breast, what it's supposed to be compared to what we're buying in the store, they have been fed chemicals. And my husband used to chicken catch, and he said they get fed and fattened up and packaged on a truck within a few weeks. Where a long time ago, it took you a long time to raise that chicken to get one chicken. So these things are getting fed stuff, which is going in our body because we are what we eat. And what the chicken eat and everything else we're putting into our bodies. So, and that's maybe why we're having more diabetes, cancer, obesity, and all these other health issues. So anyway, in the book that I'm reading, it is saying that you should be eating more grass-fed because it has natural fats in it, as opposed to the stuff that we buy at the supermarket that has been fed those chemicals to fatten up. So I definitely am going to take a look into those places, guys, because I didn't know about Reed's Meat Market. I did know about Triple K Farms, but I don't think you can buy that unless you have connections. And I think I might have one or two into that one. But yeah, guys, that's kind of thing. So I just want to say, like, if you knew me, and I know Corinne and Savannah, and I don't know who else is watching, but if you knew me, probably, we'll say 3 years ago, guys, you all knew me at my heaviest at 315 pounds, much like my best friend Joey. And I really hope that you guys can see the change in me, not just with the weight, but the inside of me. Like, I have changed everything about me in regards to the way I look at life. And, you know, that boils down to that conversation when my best friend said to me today, he's like, you finally get it. Like, you are finally getting what I've been trying to tell you about eating healthy and taking care of your body, and how, you know, Joey's not only about nutrition, but he's also about spiritual. And I truly believe in the law of attraction, and bringing positivity. I have to check myself sometimes when those negative self-thoughts come and say, you're just bringing more negative in your life because you're thinking negatively. So I'm just so blessed and so happy with the changes I've made in my life. And I really want this for everybody that I know. I really, truly do. And I don't care if you're 89 or 60 or whatever. Everybody deserves the opportunity to be happy and healthy and be the best version of themselves. Whatever it's going to take, if it's going to take that light bulb moment, and for most of you that have been following my story, in September, the end of September, I had a 30% chance of living. But second time having cancer, and I was told I had 30% chance of living, and of course, what are you going to do? Have the surgery or die? What did my doctor say? You have a choice. You can have the surgery or you can die a slow, painful death. Geez, doc, I think I'll take the surgery. And I remember the night before, and I was trying to do all these fun things with the kids, and I was going down water slides and sitting in a hot tub with my sister, and everybody went out for Chinese, but of course I couldn't eat anything the night before my surgery. And I remember just sitting there reflecting, like, this could be my last night on earth. This could be my last day. And what have I done with my life? Like, what have I done with my life? I was sitting in the hotel, all snuggled in bed, just sitting there in quietness while everybody was out having supper. And that's when it really clicked for me. I spent my life taking family photos, not being in them. I spent my life not being able to wear the clothes that I want. I spent my life hiding away in my house and not being able to, hey Joey, we've been talking about you a lot tonight. So I spent myself a lot hiding, you know, and because of that, I have missed out on my 20s. But thank God I still have some of my 30s left to be able to enjoy my life. And you know, it took being told I had cancer and 30% chance of living that made that switch. Now, again, following my story, you also know that there was a big moment in my life when my dad died, and then leaving Corey and being with Joe. So I really feel like one thing was meant to happen to domino all these other things, but I don't regret it. Cancer changed my life. It was nothing bad, Joey, nothing at all. You can watch this later when I post it, I promise. So I feel that cancer has given me my life. It didn't take my life. It gave me my life, and it made me be more engaged and more appreciative of my kids, my husband, the things I own, the things I work for, the people I have in my life. Listen, y'all, I might not have a lot of friends, but I will tell you something. Natasha Davison, well, Kennedy, Vaughn, whatever amount of names you want to give her. The day my dad died, I was broken. The police were still in my house, and I called Tasha crying, and I couldn't even get the words out, and I said, my dad just died. Literally, guys, 5 minutes, Tasha was there. Joey was right by my side. He came to my dad's funeral to be there to support me. Jane is also another person that's been amazing to me. Ashley showed up at the hospital more times than she needed to come visit me while I was up in Halifax away from everybody. So I am freaking grateful and blessed with the people that God has put in my life and in my path. Savannah, had I not won the 21-day fix, girl, like, I literally sat there that night going, please let me win, please let me win, please let me win. Had I not won that from you, I wouldn't be here. I don't think I would. I don't think I would be on this journey. And so that's what I mean. So the laws of attraction and the laws of being positive and surrounding yourself with positive people, your tribe, can get you so far in life. So when Joey said tonight, she finally gets it, Joey, I finally get it. I promise you, I finally get it all. So I'm just going to leave it at that for now, guys. If you do happen to know where you can get free ranged and what that all means before I research it tonight, post it there on the end of this video, because I really do want to know more about it, because they are in every book I've read so far, and I have a stack of them. That's all they keep coming back to is grass-fed, free-ranged eggs. So I really want to see if we can find it in the Valley. But for now, I'm just going to say thank you all for watching. I am so grateful for all your love and support. I am so grateful to have such amazing people around my life. And I'm just so full of gratitude every day, guys. So full of gratitude. So I'm going to leave it at that. And I hope you guys all are enjoying your Saturday in the rain. At least we're not like Quebec and flooding like crazy. I just seen that on the news. But anyway. All right. So have a good night, guys. Bye.